So there I was, writing up my full in-depth video on Azure Lane, the very first video in a brand new series that I plan on doing beginning next week, when I happened upon someone with an interesting argument that Girls Frontline is not only a better game, but is also significantly more successful and more popular, which I definitely could not help but laugh at. Quick shout out to my patrons over on Patreon, by the way. Since this channel is not monetized, every patron counts. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. If you think Girls Frontline is a better game than Azure Lane, then more power to you. That opinion is 100% true to you. But just because that you feel a game is better does not suddenly make it more successful, nor does it make it more popular statistically. Let's take a moment here and compare those two very statistics using Sensor Tower. Azure Lane on the Google Play Store had 90,000 downloads in March. It had an additional 10,000 downloads via the Apple Store, totaling 100,000 downloads. Girls Frontline had 20,000 downloads in the month of March via the Google Play Store, with an additional 6,000 via the Apple Store, totaling 26,000 total downloads. Just comparing those numbers alone, 100,000 versus 26,000, Azure Lane had almost 4 times more total downloads within the month of March. So Girls Frontline definitely isn't more popular. How about more successful? Girls Frontline had $200,000 earned between both stores combined, whereas Azure Lane had a whopping, overwhelming 1.3 million. That, well, I might not be the world's greatest mathematician, but even more than 4 times. That's well over 6 times, so definitely not more successful than Azure Lane. Don't get me wrong, Girls Frontline was fun when I played it 2 years ago. It definitely had its issues, sure, but just because you want something to be true does not mean that it is. There's no need to white knight for your game and look stupid. Just admit it and be grateful that there are still plenty of people that play it. Realistically, that's really all that matters. Now, if you are in the market for a new gacha game, then I got you covered with some of the sickest looking games confirmed to be coming this year. Just click that video on screen right now. You're welcome.